Okay, now we'll talk about the citation in blue box, as you can see here. All right. If you read this, according to Vial or Vil or Thil, okay, pronounce it the way you like, faculty evaluation and development cannot be considered separately. So we have taken what we have taken a complete extract or quotation from this author, as you can see. Okay, so the name of the author is put here according to, and we put the year. So we have here borrowed a quote from an external source. So we need, okay, so listen to this. You need to provide the location of the quotation in the document. In this case, the page number in the parenthetical should also be indicated. According to APA style, when you say according to Muhammad, for example, okay, you should put the year of publication, Sanat al-Nashr, immediately after the author. Then you put what you put, comma, and then you open, let's say, a quotation mark, alamat iqtibas, and we started quoting. When you finish quoting, please also don't forget to close your quotation. And then between two parentheses, in parenthetical form, بين قوسين, page number, page 91. So this is quotation. So this is one way of citing references. هاي أحد الطرق اللي إحنا نستفيد من المعلومات عندما ننقلها في البحث مالتنا، اللي هو ناخذ direct quotation، يعني شنو اقتباس مباشر من المؤلف. As you can see here, okay? Let's take another example. Sometimes we don't need to take direct quotations. Sometimes we merely paraphrase an idea from any source. Thus, no location or page number is required. Sometimes, when you, for example, would like just to read a paragraph, a complete paragraph, complete block, yani block of paragraph, and you don't intend to take it as quotation. Instead, you intend to paraphrase this. So in this case, when you cite it in your text, do not include the page number. Just paraphrase it the way you see. فقط أنت سوي صياغة إلها بالطريقة اللي أنت تشوفها مناسبة. All right? Should be meaningful. Should be strong enough. The idea should be strong enough. Then you should include between parentheses the author's name, as you can see, Lewis, comma, and the publication date. That's all. All right, so there is difference when we cite direct quotation and when we cite when we paraphrase. So we have two different citation here styles. And in terms of using abbreviations, إذا أريد تستخدمون مصطلحات اختصارات, when you intend to use abbreviations, please, you should spell out your abbreviations the first time you use them, except in cases where abbreviations are very well known. So you should see, for example, as you can see, as indicated here, okay? It has been said that you should give full, let's say, meaning of your abbreviations. طبعا يقول لازم تستخدم معنى الكامل للabbreviations. When you use it other times, let's say, you should use your abbreviations as they are. So the first time you mention your abbreviations, you should intend to use full wording. Later, use the abbreviations. As indicated, the student evaluation of teacher, SET, this is the abbreviation. So you should put the abbreviated form immediately after the full wording, and later you don't need to mention every time the student evaluation of teacher. Okay. For sources with two authors, when you have two authors, for instance, يعني عندك كتاب يعني مؤلفين اثنين يعني co-authored book, use an ampersand a, this one, هاي العلامة جاي يشوفونها, between the author's names rather than the word and, according to the APA style. So Duff or Guff and Simpson. In text citations, إذا أسوي citation بداخل النص وعندي اثنين مؤلفين لكتاب, you should use the author, يعني the first name of the author and the second author, okay, putting this symbol and, right? So when you list multiple citations, for instance, you have just elicited some ideas from different sources, different authors who share the same idea, the same concept, give, let's say, similar explications. عندك مؤلفين عدة انه يشتركون بنفس المفاهيم، نفس الافكار الى اخره، وانت اخذت هاي الافكار من عدة كتب، عدة مؤلفات. من تسوي citation بهاي الحالة انه يقول you should what include them all, separated them using semicolons, as you can see here. So the first author is Duff and Simpson, 1994, semicolon, Lewis, comma, 1996, semicolon, Mekiache or Mekiake, 1996. So we have three different authors. We have three different citations. يعني عندي ثلاث مؤلفين، بغض النظر أنه الكتاب مؤلفين 3 4، بس أنا عندي ثلاث مؤلفات، 1 2 and 3. Number 1 co-authored، الكتاب الأول بيجد أو مقالة قد يكون اثنين مؤلفين، يعني مؤلفين. You should include all these information inside. When you, of course, this case is paraphrase. يعني هذه الحالة هي حالة paraphrasing. سويت عملية paraphrase. Okay. So to me, this is so crucial when you cite some ideas from different sources. So let's move on. In fact, here I'm not going to discuss the content of this research sample, but I'm just showing you the significance of using citations inside this research sample. Sometimes you don't, for example, if you don't have a book, let's say, okay, let me put it this way. Sometimes you make an indirect quotation, okay? That's to say, you cite a source that's you find cited in a different source. يعني indirect reference. تاخذ اقتباس غير مباشر موجود في كتاب آخر في مؤلف آخر. Okay? So in this case, what shall you do here? So you should use the phrase as cited in the, okay, parenthetical here, the parenthesis, just to indicate that the first source was referenced in the second listed one. يعني بعض الأحيان أنه أنت تلقى معلومة موجودة في كتاب، في هذا الكتاب المؤلف يتكلم عن مؤلف رقم 1 اللي أنت ما متوفر عندك ذاك المصدر، بس عجبك تاخذه من هنا من المصدر الثاني، يسمونه incited، يعني indirect reference، غير مباشر، زين؟ يعني مصدر غير مباشر. ف when you cite this, you should indicate as cited in pounder. يعني تذكر المؤلف الأول، أوكي، بالإشارة إلى المؤلف الثاني، على اعتبار أنه المعلومة أخذتها منين أنت؟ من الكتاب الثاني اللي هو المصدر غير المباشر. واضح ولا لا؟ So this is يعني this is what is meant by indirect reference. Sometimes when you cite a source that does not have that does not have a name of the author, right? So what shall you do in this case? What should you do in this case? Here, you should indicate the big title, as indicated here, U.S. Department of Education. Okay, this is considered also one of the references. Okay, so the corresponding reference list entry would begin with U.S. Department of Education as here, and also you should this, let's say, name should also go to the reference list in the end. And of course, we do have many sources, many journal articles, sometimes many web articles that do not include the names of the authors, but the names of institutions. In this case, include the name of the institution inside. Okay? We don't have, here we have name of the author, here we don't have the name of the author, but we have the name of the institution. Okay. Sometimes we have sources with 3 authors or more. Okay. What shall you do in this case? This case, you should include the following, for example, Boring et al. Originally, this book, let's say, if you go to the end of this research, you'll find that Boring et al. Boring plus many authors. So it is not co-authored. This publication is written by many authors. So in this case, we don't need to include all authors of this publication. You should include the first name, okay, the author's name followed by what the word et al. Et al. Means and the others, okay? So Boring et al. Boring وآخرون, right? So 2017 and Galbraith et al. Okay? هنا يعني طريقة جدا رائعة أنه ما تذكر مثلا عندي 4 5 مؤلفين في كتاب واحد، فأنا ما يعني قرروا هنا أكتب 5 مؤلفين ياخذ مني مجال ووقت وإلى كثير من الأمور يعني. Right? فوسيلة مساعدة بالنسبة لكم يعني. Just a helping one. Right. Let's say here we have what's called literature review. This is called, you remember the first level heading, second level headings, third level heading, and fourth level heading. So literature review here, as you can see, is the second level headings, which is flesh out, bolded, written in title case. And here, effective teaching, a contextual construct. يعني هذا من الليترشر ريفيو أخذنا موضوع آخر خاص بالليترشر ريفيو. هذا يكون اللي متعلق يعني is closely associated with literature review. So it's called the third level headings, which is flesh out left, bolded, written in title case, and italicized. Okay? So you should please just trying to understand this. يعني شوية تمرنوا على هاي القضية. First level headings, third level headings. I have indicated many times in one of the previous sessions on APA formatting and guidelines. Okay. Here we have, as you can see, the fourth level headings. So this is the second level and third level. See this place, okay? So it's indented. يعني إذا شوفون المسافة منا اللي هنا شوفوها. It is indented just 1 or 2 spaces. Or tab, just tab. تستخدمون أكو على الكيبورد مالتكم tab. You will create a kind of indentation or indented title. So this is called the fourth level heading. Okay, as regards, I'm not going to talk about this. This is related to some statistical things. أشياء إحصائية. Okay, this is related to the content of this research, which I'm not going to explain to. At this moment, you don't need to know anything about it, but hopefully when we take many more examples like research on linguistics, research on literature, and in language teaching, we will have many samples. راح ناخذ هواي سامبلات on different disciplines, علوم متعددة, اختصاصات متعددة. I will just teach you how to do statistics, how to make some quantitative or qualitative or mixed methodology. شلون تتبعون هذه الأنظمة النوعية والكمية والخليطة أو المختلطة. Right? So I will leave it for the next session, hopefully. And let's see. As you can see here, so we have the fourth heading, meta-analysis 2. This is as far as, you don't have to copy all these things. This is research specific. Okay, research content specific. هالشيء متعلق بهذا الباحث. يعني we are not concerned with this. Meta-analysis 3 هذا عنده بحث خاص بهذا الموضوع فجاي يعني يبين إنه. Okay, so let's see this. I think there is 1 minute left, and also I ask you please to rejoin again. اللي أطلبه من عندكم إنه تدخلون مرة ثانية please, because 1 minute or less than 1 minute left, and we need also to do another recording. All right. So wait, please. Thank you so much.
دكتور بلا زحمة.
تفضل.
دكتور